us, when it comes to supporting any cause, whether financially or with our time, probably the most important aspect is how much we believe in the mission of that group. We think that organization does important work, and is it helping people? In this regard, it's important to be reminded in the mission and impact of our parish. There are things we see all the time and can measure. For example, the food drives, the Christmas toy drives, the special collections we have for hurricane victims. Through all these efforts, we are helping our neighbors. But there's also an impact just as important, but perhaps less immediately obvious and visible, and that is helping all of us become better disciples of Christ. One area that stands out for me is the vibrant youth group at the parish. I've seen how the youth ministry has brought my son much closer to his faith, and has him volunteering in the parish in several capacities, including as an altar server. The impact of bringing each of us closer to God happens all the time in the parish, whether through Bible studies, small group discussions, or volunteer opportunities. The parish is helping all of us place Jesus at the center of our lives. In a world where we frequently hear of churches closing and parish collaboratives and declining mass attendance, we cannot take for granted what we have in this parish. How important is this church? Well, think back to COVID, when church was closed and we couldn't celebrate Mass, nor could we receive the Eucharist. Next, think about when we were able to come back to church and receive the body of Christ. Receiving the Eucharist again filled a huge void in all our lives. This is the impact of our parish, and your financial support ensures that we can continue with the important mission of the church.
My involvement as a parishioner started in 2013. I was a faith formation teacher for students in the 5th grade. I began to realize the importance of active participation in the church and how fruitful it can be to your spiritual life and that of your family. I also volunteered to instruct students in the confirmation program. I had no previous teaching experience. However, it was a wonderful opportunity to be on this faith journey with the students. Recently, I have been participating in the Bible study program. We are currently reading the Acts of the Apostles. We also have completed the Gospels of Mark and Luke. It has been a gift for me to read and reflect on the scriptures with the other members of the group. My family participates in the Offertory Contribution Program because supporting Saint Michael's Parish is essential to our family. I understand that everyone is experiencing a financial burden because of inflation and impacts from the pandemic. However, Saint Michael's Parish is also experiencing the negative effects of the economy, and it is important that they receive support from the parish family. If you did not get the annual report with the Offertory Commitment Pledge Card, there are copies at the doors of the church. Please know that the amount is less important than participation in the program. No matter how big or small a donation you can make, your regular contribution allows the parish to be able to offer such life-giving events like the parish picnic and many others. Every contribution made with a generous heart makes a difference. Thank you for supporting our wonderful parish.